Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. First ever video in English. Today, my interview partner is Steve Brown. Maybe you could introduce yourself first.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Steve Brown. Racing driver here at the Nürburgring with Bill Stein in the GT4 race car, and we got here because of a YouTube channel I have, Super GT, which is primarily focused on sim racing, but now we also do some real life racing as well.
So you just mentioned that you started off with sim racing. And my first question would be, how did you come to the idea of sim racing?
Sim racing, it's not something I initially thought of when I was young. I just enjoyed racing games. I loved playing Gran Turismo when I was very young, and a lot of arcade games as well. And then, slowly over time, that becomes sim racing when you want to take it a bit more seriously and you want to buy a bigger wheel, a more expensive wheel, and all the pedals and everything. So it spiraled from a hobby, really, just casual racing games, and then it becomes sim racing over time.
Yeah. So do you have any new tips for beginners that want to start sim racing?
Sure. I mean, first off, I would say don't overthink it. It's really easy to worry about all of the equipment. I know we just mentioned that, but you don't have to have the best equipment. Just even start on the controller. Just get involved, and then I think motorsport and racing is all about just refining your technique and understanding where you're going wrong. So always pay attention to anyone who's quicker. Try and learn and speak to anyone who's faster. Study the faster players. Go online on YouTube and watch the faster players and just study and just always be ready to learn.
Yeah, you just mentioned you have the YouTube channel Super GT, almost 1 million followers. When did you know that YouTube was the thing for you?
Well, it's very hard to say. I started the channel in 2011. I went full time in 2018, and it's always been something I've enjoyed. Even for the 7 years before it was my job, I just enjoyed creating content and creating a story and having humor and entertaining people. So I'd say from the beginning, 2011 is when I started it. So I've been enjoying it very much since then.
Yeah, how did the idea of real racing come to you?
This is something I think when you grow up, I think as I'm sure many of us who love racing, it's just something you just know that you want to do from when you're young. I used to live very close to a track called Buckmore Park, kart track in the UK, and I was always a lover of F1. So I've been racing since 2001, so it's quite a long time ago. And obviously, this is all very new. Racing at the Nürburgring. This has come about really because of YouTube and because of having an online following. But I've always just wanted to race ever since being very young.
Yeah, you just mentioned the Nürburgring, and my next question would be, how did the idea come overall that you want to race here? Because you're originally from the UK. How did you make the switch to go to the Nürburgring?
It's an incredible story really because I was doing a charity event a couple of years ago. I did 200 laps of this track in one go. It took about 30 hours. Very difficult. And during that live stream, a guy called Misha Sharudin, he donated quite a lot of money because it was for charity, and he's actually my teammate right now. So it kind of stemmed a bit from that, the idea of possibly actually coming here for real after doing it on the sim in that charity event. But this is just the best track. It's just the coolest track in the world. So racing here is a dream, and I'm just really happy to be doing it.
What factors had to be met for you to be racing here?
Quite a lot of things actually. As you can probably tell with the Nürburgring and in Germany, they're very sort of stringent with the rules and permits and things like that. So we had to do. Firstly, I had to get a UK license. Then I had to do a load of UK races to get an international license. Then I had to do. What did I have to do? Then I had to do a year in a Permit B car, do the permit test, and then get the Permit A after that. So there's quite a lot of steps. So it takes a while. It's not something you can just jump into the top level. You do have to build up to it. But yeah, we're here now.
Yeah, as you can see in the background, you drive for the team Black Falcon in the 150 BMW M4 GT4 Evo. How did the partnership came together?
Yeah, I mean this is it's just a really cool partnership, right? Because Bilstein, who's our primary sponsor, they're the guys who've made this all happen. Um, they've had a good relationship in the past with Black Falcon, who's like the team that runs the car, that has all the mechanics, etc. And then combined with Misha, who's got a lot of contacts, we just used all of that previous relationship to form the team. And honestly, it's just been amazing being here. Black Falcon are just and Bilstein are just so good at what they do, and it's just a pleasure to be here with these guys because they're just really really good.
Yeah, and next up, my question would be: do you think you will be able to drive a faster car, like maybe a GT3 car or a GT3 Cup car, as Butchen or also has those cars?
Could I physically drive one or like on ability? I think so. Yeah. I just finished my stint just now, and GT3s came through on the last couple of laps, and I don't think the GT4 is miles off in terms of pace, and I don't think it would be impossible. It's obviously a big step in terms of funding and all of that, so it'd be difficult. I'm really not sure if it will happen. I would love to say it will, but we'll have to see on that, I think.
Yeah, I'm really hoping so. Because you're a great driver, couple of podiums already. And my next question about that would be: do you think you could win the 24-hour race this year in your class?
I'd like to think so. I think it's definitely possible. Our car has been proven to be very quick. We've got some strong competition this year in our class. A lot of cars have moved from SP10 to SP8T, just two different categories of GT4 car, and there's some very strong teams. So the last three races, we finished second. So it shows that we're up there, but not quite on first place. But I think it's definitely possible. But it's just one of those things. 24 hours is so unpredictable. We just have to kind of see.
Yeah, and my last question would be: last year you had a great run at the NLS, finishing first in your class. Sadly, not being what was it called? You told me at NLS one.
The class,
Yeah,
SP80.
yeah, and you weren't registered in it, and so you didn't get the official win.
Yeah.
But this year you are registered, and do you think you could win the class this year?
I think so. I mean, again, we've got some strong competition. We are up there, but we do need to start winning because it's the same car that keeps winning, the number 187, and they're very strong. So yes, it's possible. I think we need to just improve a little bit. It's been super close. We've lost by 3 seconds. We've lost by 8 seconds. So it's really good competition. Definitely possible though. So I'm very hopeful.
Yeah, then thank you very much for the interview. For all of you guys, you could give a like and subscribe also to him, Super GT, and hopefully you return on to my next video.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.